Hi and welcome everyone here on 2K Sports. Can't wait to get some NBA action going. This is Kevin Harlan alongside Brett Berry, and Greg. Veteran players are well represented, Greg, in this one. And all that experience on the court only adds to the intrigue.
Yeah, and it should make for a more polished game overall. More discipline, less mistakes, just high IQ basketball.
And now the opening lineup for Phoenix. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the small forward. Basket counts.
You look at the career of Paul George, and it's those passing numbers that have greatly improved, and he's an effective playmaker.
Here's Paul. On the wing, Booker for 3. It's hauled in by Zubac. And here's Los Angeles. Here's Leonard. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
And this is who he has become. Leonard, with the great body control, takes the hit and still able to sink the shot and one.
Amazing the way Kawhi Leonard has evolved throughout his career.
Well, in the early part of his career playing in San Antonio, defense was his calling card. You could even argue that his offense has gotten better than his defense, which is simply remarkable. One of the top all-around players in the NBA.
A three-pointer is right on target.
And Booker's shot is so pretty. Just one of those guys, when you watch him, you feel like every one of them's going in.
Wall passes to Powell. And there's the drive. The kick out to Wall. 5 to shoot. Los Angeles needs to get off a shot here. Leonard, no luck. It's deflected. Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Here's Booker. Offensive rebound. Ayton dishes to Booker. Pass to Paul. Phoenix needs to get off a shot. Crowder from outside. It's hauled in by Zubac for Los Angeles. They've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. Outside, Wall. Pass to George. To the paint. Here's Zubac. That falls. Nice speed that time from George.
Paul George is great at breaking down the defense, and he does it with the pass that time.
Paul surveying the floor. Booker with the screen for Paul. Kicks it out to Booker. Powell with the steal. Now the Clippers moving it up. Here's Leonard. No good there. Good work defensively by Crowder. Suns trail by 4. Paul passes to Ayton. He can't get it to go. The Clippers go the other way with it.
And since 1999, the Clippers and the Lakers have shared their downtown LA arena. The only NBA team to split a venue, but that's going to change soon.
And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Here's Booker, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. The Clippers broke ground on their new arena, set to open in Inglewood in 2024. I've seen the footprint. You fly right into LAX, and you see it every time. It's going to be beautiful.
And that'll be huge for the Clips. They're trying to create their own identity in Southern California. Having a venue just for the Clippers will help.
Pass to Zubac. Outside, Wall. And the rejection by Ayton.
Oh, man, it's 7-1. Not a good idea to challenge Ayton there.
And Ayton throws it down.
He does that so well. At his size, he's always a threat to throw it down.
Wall against Paul. And Wall kicks to George. And again, it's the Clippers missing.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Now the pass to Crowder. Booker outside. Ayton a screen on Powell. For three, Booker. Here's Ayton. Tries again. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot two here.
Unable to simply overwhelm people the way he did in college just because of his size. Ayton has done a much better job just staying patient. Great pump fake there.
After being selected first overall in the 2018 draft, some teams question if DeAndre Ayton was worthy of that.
Well, it took time for Ayton to find his comfort zone and all of a sudden became a key piece that nobody's questioning much anymore as an inside rebounder, rim protector, and a guy who can score at a high level when asked to. Paul George getting aggressive, showing us some power that time as he's able to get to the rim.
Ball outside. 27 seconds left in the first quarter. It's hauled in by the Clippers.
I don't think the defense does enough out there to bother him. I think that one's all on him. Just a flat-out miss.
He's getting his first free throw attempt of the game here. Free throw good, Paul George.
You know, Paul George really a true two-way player in the NBA. He gives you so much on both ends, so you get all-star value offensively and defensively.
All with it. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Leonard inside, defended by Crowder. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
You love the pressure he's putting on them. Almost had that steal.
Yeah, pestering right now, and that's going to pay some dividends. At some point, there's going to be a turnover.
The shot by George, wide open. Off target from outside. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. Clippers lead by 3. And the second quarter about to get started. We'll be... And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And taking a look at Los Angeles' performance here, what have they been doing or not doing?
Stingy on the defensive end in that first quarter. They were just getting up into people.
Just a great job, really, of making the game ugly, trying to muck it up a little bit out there.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5 down low. And the wide open shot from Crowder, and the shot is long.
The defense better tighten up on the mid-range there. Much tighter. You expect him to make every single one of those.
And how about the read from John Wall? He knows the angles, sees the opportunity, and makes the right feed.
After missing the playoffs for 10 consecutive seasons, boy, the Suns not only got to the postseason in 21, they made it all the way to the finals. So what a turnaround for that franchise.
A nice shot by Booker.
Somebody's going to set him up, and Devin Booker's going to knock him down. Thrives in that catch and shoot.
And Wall kicks to George. The dish to Leonard. Outside for George. Leonard looking over the floor. And it's Leonard with the jam.
And Kawhi getting up that time, just owning all the airspace around the rim.
It's been quite a turnaround, hasn't it, Brent, for Phoenix? Ever since they acquired Chris Paul in that trade from Oklahoma City. they've been a different team.
Yeah, and I don't think you can really give enough credit to what it is that Chris Paul has brought, along with the combination and relationship that he has with Monty Williams. I mean, that leadership with that young roster and giving those guys belief has elevated the play of everybody who's put on that uniform.
Ball passes to George. And that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Well, keep it or dish it. Those are the decisions Paul George is trying to make, and he makes the right one there.
And here is Paul. Bridges outside. Passes to Booker from outside the arc. Another 3 for Phoenix.
Well, he passes to the wide open man. Bridges developing some team chemistry.
George against Bridges. And George kicks to Powell. Nice passing here by Los Angeles. It's Powell on the wing. Here's George diving in, and there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time. Brent, how has size now affected the way the game is played?
Well, if I could just take a detour, Kevin, I would tell you it's skill that has affected the way the game is played. I mean, this has always been a tall man's game, and usually it's been dominated by the biggest guys, but that's not the case anymore. So you look at 6'4" to 6'7" guys who are skilled to shoot, pass, and dribble. That's what every team is looking for, and that's the way the modern NBA team, especially a championship caliber team, is made.
Crowder with it. Leonard picks him up. Outer dishes to Bridges. Booker outside. Shoots over Powell. No good from Booker.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
And taken away by Paul. And the dunk by Booker.
Booker sometimes can come up with those. He can be an impressive dunker.
Now Powell still looking for his first bucket in this one. A deep 3 from Leonard. And again, it's the Clippers missing. And here's Ayton. He'll bring it up for the Suns. Only giving up 6 here in this quarter. For 3, Booker. It's hauled in by Zubac. Zubac has got his 7th rebound here tonight. Here's Powell. Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Usually you see Powell operating on a drive or spot up 3. That time he took advantage of a mid-range.
Paul outside. Booker in the corner. And the dunk by Booker.
And Booker heating up like this, it's going to lift the confidence of the entire team when he gets it going offensively.
Ball against Wall. Pass to Powell. Back to Wall. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for the Suns. He's been a major threat from three-point range. Got 2 of them to fall in that quarter. It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Thanks, Kevin. Kawhi, you have grown so much offensively throughout.
All right, David, thank you. And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. You kind of like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Yeah, and through the first 2 quarters, he has been the offense for this team.
Yeah, he's shouldering the load right now and looking really comfortable while he's doing it.
Jackson is the point with Kennard on the wing. Robert Covington out there with Marcus Morris. And it's Batum in at the 3 spot. That's the group starting the second half for Tyronn Lue. The Clippers trail.
And you just look at what Marcus Morris has done in his career.
Well, such a solid forward in the game right now, averaging over double digits in the last 8 years. But it's been that expansion and the fact that he can step behind the three-point line and be as deadly as he's been the past couple seasons. It's been a remarkable, consistent offensive production for his career.
Now, here's Shamet. Stolen by Jackson. Kennard kicks to Jackson. Kennard setting the pick for Jackson. The shot's good from Kennard. Kennard's got the first basket of the third quarter for the Clippers.
Yeah, really good job by Reggie Jackson just finding the shooter and feeding him.
Johnson in the corner. Back to Payne. And it's rebounded by Covington. The Clippers in the lead. Jackson looking around. Pass to Kennard. Takes the three. Here's Batum. Nice fake, but the layup off the mark. Well, Phoenix shooting just 35%. They've got to get better looks. Johnson, the pass to Shamet. Ball's knocked loose. He's all alone. That's a two from Kennard. And they'll get another chance. And there's the pass to Jackson. Passes it to Kennard. Reverses. And it's good on the way in. Kennard's got his second basket.
And the team likes to use Kennard as a floor spacing kind of player, but he decides to do damage that time inside.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Payne kicks to Saric. And that's a foul. It's called on Reggie Jackson. That is his first foul of the game.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Payne. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Clock at 6. Shoots from the elbow.
Great work from Reggie. The coaching staff really loves it when he hustles like that on defense. Well, a missed box out and an easy tip in, but it's because of the activity as the ball is going up, finding yourself in the right spot, just using some effort.
Batum against Craig. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. Something you noticed about these Suns last year was their offensive talents, Brent. It could be seen from top to bottom.
Man, they got plenty of great shooters on the floor. Obviously, one of the great distributors of all time is Chris Paul. And with these guys scoring in a variety of ways, really tough to defend from inside, outside, and the deadly mid-range of your leader.
Pass to Shamet for the tie. Unable to get that one. So Los Angeles will take it the other way. Kennard with the ball. Working on Payne. Pass to Jackson. Kennard setting the pick for Jackson. And the pass to Kennard. No good on the three. Suns trail by 3. Here's Shamet. Dishes it to Saric. And slam dunk by Saric.
The defense so concerned with Shamet and his shot-making ability, he makes the play that time.
Passes it to Kennard. Off target with his 3. Phoenix has gone 0 of 2 from deep to start things here in the second half. Here's Craig. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. On the wing, Johnson for the lead. Batum grabs the miss.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the 3. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Just dicing through the lane there was Reggie Jackson.
Payne with it. Johnson outside. For the tie. Good D by Covington. Good if it goes. No good on the last second attempt there. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Clippers ahead, leading by 3. And we've got more NBA action on 2K. And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Clippers leading by 3. On the court now for the Suns, getting going here in the fourth. Saric and Johnson are on the block. Andrew Shamet is out there with Hayne, and it's Craig in at the small forward position.
Substitution on the floor.
And here's Wall. Pass to Powell. Back to Wall. Just 5 on the clock. And Wall slams it home.
You can tell he put a lot of practice into that one. Wall's always ready to break out something slick if he's got the time and space.
Booker outside. There's the triple. It's not going to go for him. And it's the Clippers taking it the other way. Pass to Zubac. He dishes it to Leonard. He kicks it to Powell. Oh, Leonard in position. Crowder with the steal. And now the Suns a fast break. Here's Booker. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. It's on Kawhi Leonard.
Defense tends to overcommit just because Booker's such a great offensive threat. That time he used it to his advantage.
And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach so far that we've seen for the Clippers?
They've been playing some really physical offense, just attacking the paint as much as possible. And I tell you what, they have been very successful with that strategy.
But they've also put an emphasis on driving inside in this game. The defense hasn't been able to stop them from finding those gaps.
Leonard, no luck. And so it's Paul with it, bringing it up for Phoenix. It's a 3-point game. That ties the game. Booker's got 19 points.
Well, Booker being assertive on offense when the defense isn't playing him tight enough. He's taking full advantage.
Outside for George. Wall against Paul. Paul with the steal. For 3, Booker. Here's Crowder, and they convert it last on attempt number 3. Crowder's got the lead up to 2 now for the Suns. And a closer look here at the hustle stats for the Suns.
I like their defense tonight, and we don't talk about that side of the ball enough. Right? You can really change a game when you get a bunch of steals and get out in transition.
Something else I've seen from them in this game is just how quick they are to capitalize on a turnover. I mean, they're pouncing on that stuff. You've got to be careful when you're handling the ball around them.
Ball against Paul. Near the 3-point line, it's Booker. Again, the miss by Booker. The Clippers have gone 2 of 4 from the field since we started the final quarter of play. Here's Leonard. And it goes for the 5th time and 10 shots for him this game.
And who do you call when you need a big bucket for this team more and more? It's Kawhi.
Now Paul. Booker outside. Fires from deep. Again, the miss by Booker.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
No, I haven't seen him in uncomfortable spots, or at least spots we've seen in this offensive set where they're allowing him to settle in.
Leonard kicks to Powell. Back to Leonard, and stolen by Booker. Ball against Wall, and it's Paul missing. Clippers have gone 3 of 5 here in the fourth quarter. Pretty good numbers coming out of the break. 1:12 left in the fourth. And here's Leonard from 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Booker outside. The kick out to Crowder on the wing. Bridges. Here's Ayton. Booker outside. And the wide open shot from Paul. And a miss there on the triple.
Looks like the game plan is they're willing to give him that kind of shot. It worked out for them this time, but if they give it to him again, I bet 3 points are coming.
Here's Leonard. Yes!
That is world class.
Love seeing that there. A huge possession, and he nets it.
We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Now here's Paul. Booker outside. Trying to end the drought. And the rejection by Zubac. Booker against Powell. The dish the wall. The tray. Gonna go that time. So it's Los Angeles taking the W in a close one. David, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for...
And inside the locker room, everyone trying to lock in, get mentally ready for another hard-fought NBA battle. So the Timberwolves win the tip. Here are the 5 for the Suns. The deadly pair of Paul and Booker are the backcourt. Crowder and Ayton the bigs. And it's Bridges in at the 3. Now here's Edwards. And that one's off. He misses his first shot of the game. Outside Booker. Ayton, the screen on Edwards. Booker, the pass to Crowder. Off target with the 3.
Even on the years he's not winning Defensive Player of the Year, Rudy Gobert finds a way to finish in the top 3. This is one of the most consistent, elite defenders in the game.
Russell, a screen on Crowder. Towns passes to Edwards. That's in. Coming off an assist from Towns.
Karl Anthony Towns, as a big man, is a tremendously solid passer, willing to move the basketball.
Doris with Gobert, it still feels like he doesn't get the credit he deserves.
And BA, at this point, I find that inexcusable. You just watch the game and understand the metrics to see the massive impact that Rudy Gobert has on winning. It is not only on the defensive end either.
The Timberwolves have gone 1 for 3 so far. Russell against Booker. Pass to Rivers. To the left side wing. And here's Edwards outside. And Booker pulls it down.
Yeah, and the defense has really got to tighten up on him. I mean, he's just too dangerous from the three-point line.
Bridges with it. Ayton inside. And Ayton with the stuff.
Court vision, intellect, basketball IQ, the masterful distributor that is Chris Paul.
And there's the call on Devin Booker. That's his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
About 2 minutes gone by in the first quarter. Here's Edwards. Oh, okay then. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Oh, Anthony Edwards thinks this game is a dunk contest. Go ahead, young sir. What a finish.
Now here's Paul. Outside for Booker. It's good. The assist that time from Paul.
And setting the tempo with an assertive move. Like, where was the defense on that play?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Back to Russell. Booker against Edwards. Shot clock at 6. The Timberwolves need to get off a shot here. Rivers' shot is off.
Everything right except the finish. Have to keep focused all the way through the play.
2 minutes remaining in the first.
Paul against Russell. Now here's Paul, guarded closely. And Crowder with the jam.
Well, you have got to appreciate how aggressive Jay Crowder is. This guy has great understanding of when to be aggressive.
And the Phoenix Suns have been a completely different team since acquiring Chris Paul. He's the leader of this team, and he helps set the tone on both ends.
So it's Phoenix now. The Timberwolves getting their last shot to go. Booker with a screen on Russell. Pass to Crowder. Out to the right wing. Ayton inside. He's against Gobert. Ayton, no good. Boy, the city of Phoenix really embracing Chris Paul as soon as he arrived.
Yeah, I mean, he's in the latter stages of his career now. But you would never know it based on how hard he plays every single night. He just makes everyone on this team so much better.
Here's Russell, coming off a Suns make. Pass to Towns. The 3 is up. Phoenix grabs the miss. Outside Booker. Here's Ayton. Bridges outside. The putback. And it's Gobert with a rebound. The Timberwolves trail. 6-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 5th rebound in this one. Russell against Paul. Oh, it's stolen by Towns. Here's Rivers. It'll count.
A smart defender. Booker can anticipate and uses good balanced movement to get in position.
So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. The Suns on top. They're up by 2. Yeah, this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter. We'll see what happens here in the second. And a look at how the offensive approach has been going so far for the Suns.
They've been really going at the defense in the painted area, and so far the opposition really hasn't had an answer for them.
And the other thing I love, how they're making the extra pass. They're not settling for the first shot. They're going from good to great.
Towns plays the 4 with Gobert in the middle. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. And it's Rivers in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota.
Already a terrific career for Booker. 3-time All-Star, and then last year he was named to the All-NBA first team. Just a big honor.
Here's Paul. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, you have got to be cautious around Chris Paul. He understands how to lean and when to draw contact.
Paul hits them both. And with Booker, it's not just the scoring. Grant, he does a little bit of everything.
Hey, B.A., I mean, you go back and look at last season. He had career highs in rebounds, steals, blocks. I mean, he's learned how to affect the game even when his shot isn't falling, which is rare.
And we played through the first minute here in the second. Good D by Gobert. Things just don't seem to be clicking for them offensively.
Yeah, they really need to find a way to get back on track.
And the basket by Towns.
Oh, big-time athletic play by Cat right there. Brushes off the contact, gets to his finish. Nicely done.
Now Paul. Outside Booker. There's the triple. And again, it's the Suns missing. The Timberwolves have gone just 1 of 3 to begin the second quarter. To the paint. Here's Towns. And it's Towns with the power finish.
Well, just tremendous persistence from Karl Anthony Towns. Even under duress, the ability to stay focused.
Paul with it. Pass to Bridges. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Booker for 3. That one no good. Now Minnesota takes it the other way. Here's Edwards. Here he goes. And in 7 attempts, he's drained 3. You know, the point forward is an archetype that by now fans are familiar with. Grant, you were one of the OGs at the point forward. How's that position evolved in your mind?
Well, it's evolved because so many players today have the skill set to be a point forward. Before me, there were guys like Paul Pressey and Scottie Pippen in the 80s and early 90s. But as I said, players today, the skill level is so elite. And with this positionless basketball that we're in, you must have a point forward or 2 on your team to be successful.
Ball finds Ayton. Oh, and Towns with the block.
Karl Anthony Towns twice on the pipe. Send it back, big fella.
Edwards, a pass to Towns. Off target from outside.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
Pass to Paul. Quarter number 2 and around 3 minutes gone by. And the basket by Bridges.
You've got to be aware and stay attached to Mikal Bridges beyond that arc. This guy dangerous as a shooter.
Here's Russell. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up.
Well, you consider D'Angelo Russell and the fact that he's been a part of multiple organizations. Obviously, he has been a frequent trade piece The one question is, can he stick with one franchise and establish some success?
Well, his trade activity says something about how desirable Russell is as a player.
I think he's a guy any team could want on their roster because of his scoring capabilities. Very capable of huge nights in the NBA, but the other aspect that's so important, his ability as a setup guy.
Booker against Russell from behind the arc. Towns with a rebound. Towns has got his 4th rebound in this one. Here's Russell. Lays it up and banks it in. Russell's got 5.
Well, unselfish play by Anthony Edwards. Teammate is wide open. He puts it right where it needs to be.
Ball against Russell. Bridges outside. The 3 is up. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. Gobert's got 9 rebounds now. Inside, Edwards. And Minnesota again with a bucket.
Well, the coaching staff loves seeing this kind of playmaking from Austin Rivers, the willingness to share the basketball.
40 seconds left in the second. Ball finds Booker. Crowder with it. Here's Paul. Drives to the hoop. It's blocked by Gobert. And here we go. The Timberwolves on the run. And he caps off the break with a monster slam.
Austin Rivers, opportunistic in transition. That's what happens when you sprint the floor.
Paul against Russell. Now here's Paul. Defense right on him. Outside Booker. Will it go? Yes. And it's Paul with the assist that time. Paul's got 6 assists in the game.
You've got to be shot ready in this instance. On the catch, prepared to shoot. Devin Booker, yes, sir.
And we're through the first half of play here in what's been a good one. The T-Wolves on top, up 3. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow on 2K Sports. Just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. Boy, you gotta like what we're seeing from Anthony Edwards.
Yeah, tonight he's done a great job of slashing through the lane and finishing.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
On the court right now for the Suns, Johnson and Saric at the 4 and the 5. Cameron Payne out there with Landry Shamet, and it's Craig in at the 3, small forward.
That's going up against a defense that knows your tendencies.
Prince down low, covered by Johnson, and he was camped in the lane there. He gets a 3-second call.
Boy, not on the same page there. In a possession ball game, that's a big mistake.
The Suns trailing.
And in trading for Rudy Gobert, the Timberwolves taking a Twin Towers approach with 2 7-footers in their front court. Of course, the outstanding shooting of Karl Anthony Towns means that spacing shouldn't be much of a concern.
The Timberwolves shooting at a decent clip, 45% for the game. Johnson with the defensive effort, and the Suns shooting a very low 27% so far in this one. Oh, rejected by McDaniels. And here in the second half of play, we're just over a minute in. The Suns have gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. Pass to Johnson. Oh, and Johnson slams it in.
And plays like that one can make the difference in a close game.
And it definitely got the bench on their feet, too.
Well, credit him for going for it, not settling, saying, I'm going to attack.
Well, these Suns have had a successful past couple of seasons.
Yeah, but I mean, they certainly know the greatness they're capable of. They can give you a lot of confidence out there on the floor, even against other elite teams.
That free throw, no good. He hits the second from the line. Third quarter of play with just over 1.5 minutes gone by. Now here's Payne. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. Pass to Shamet. For the lead. Oh, wow. Drew the cup. And in a game this close, they're going to challenge the call. Coach does not agree with it, and he wants them to take another look at the monitor.
And even with the coach's challenge in place, the previous plays and personal foul calls still disputed even after the video review.
There's no doubt there's going to be a gray area in a lot of these calls, but at least we have the option to take a second look. So the official.
The ruling on the floor is confirmed.
And they've made their decision. The call will stand.
And as much as it hurts to lose a challenge, I think Coach would challenge that call again if he could. He really disagreed with the foul, and he still heaved.
And he's good on the first of three.
You know, last year was all about forward progress for the Timberwolves, recording their second winning season since 2005, getting on track for future success.
The last one's off. They'll settle for two. So what do you think the keys are that could help Minnesota continue to grow over last year?
Well, you know, there's always room for guys to improve their game, but I think it's really the intangibles, building trust amongst players and becoming a more mature team.
It's Shamet on the wing. Saric a screen. For the lead. Shamet no good. For Minnesota, they've gone 0 for 3 to start the second half. McDaniels. He gets it in there. McDaniels got his first points in this one.
When it's this close, every bucket matters. You need good looks.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Payne finds Craig. Back to Payne. And it's going to be a goaltending call here, so they will count the bucket.
Yeah, it was just a little late. I mean, he thought he got there, but the ref saw it otherwise.
The Timberwolves have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Here's McLaughlin, defended by Payne. Up top, Reed from outside the arc. And Craig pulls it down.
Well, the defense clearly was not interested in guarding him from downtown. They're very fortunate he missed.
And he lobs it up. And he lays in the alley-oop pass.
Well, to me, these are exactly the shots the coaching staff wants Dario to take. And you can see why with these results.
Pass to McDaniels. Here's Noel. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. The shot misses. And Phoenix the other way now. Outside Payne. There's the screen by Johnson. Over to the wing. Outside Payne. Pulls up, high post. Again, the Suns good for 2. Minnesota's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Noel. Another miss by Minnesota.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
The kick out to Johnson. Back to Payne. And another basket for Phoenix.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
You know, we see this all the time. You're basically, as a defender, hoping the man misses rather than putting in the work to get over screens.
And he makes it. McDaniels got 4 points this quarter.
This is what we call highly efficient play. Working off the screen, getting to the cup.
Here's Shamet. There's the 3. That shot is off. Out of bounds. It'll be Phoenix's ball. And we've reached the end of the third. Suns ahead. They're up by 4. And time for a short break. Stay right there. The fourth quarter is coming up next. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist to the game.
Yeah, just shredding the defense with that feed. Zero chance to stop that.
Well, that's what a great pass will do, right? You'll love the unselfish play.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Phoenix calls timeout. Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He told his squad to pour on the gas, saying, quote, "We hold the lead. Let's keep throwing it. Be aggressive. This is no time to let up."
Allie, thank you. The backcourt, it's Russell and Edwards. Towns and Gobert, the towering big men at the 4 and the 5. And it's Rivers in at the 3 spot. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That'll be a second foul of the game. Edwards against Booker.
Boy, defense is no answer for Anthony Edwards' athleticism. What a dunk.
Russell against Paul. Outside Booker. Clock at 6. For 3. Rebound Minnesota. Towns has got rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Rivers. He's covered by Ayton. Pass to Russell. To tie it up. The Suns clear it. Booker with it. And it's Gobert picking him up. Bridges passes to Ayton. And he got the whistle on the way up. So he'll be headed to the line for a pair. That one on Russell.
I'll tell you, this guy already a double-double threat nightly. And DeAndre Ayton's ceiling is still high. Now, he's got to go ahead and reach those expectations by putting in the work.
And it didn't take long for Phoenix to match the offer sheet Ayton signed with the Indiana Pacers. Now, there was talk they might let Ayton walk after that fallout during their playoff exit. But Phoenix knew they needed to keep Ayton to remain a contender.
Then it's out of bounds to Minnesota. Final quarter of play, about a minute and a half off the clock. The shot by Russell, no good. The Suns leading. Here's Booker. Ayton passes to Crowder. Now here's Booker, guarded by Edwards. From deep. Booker no good.
We all know he's a good shooter, but from that distance, I don't think so.
Boy, we're seeing it more and more. Guys looking to create additional space by stepping back further from the line.
And he knocks down the first one.
Boy, the consistent greatness of Chris Paul, playmaker, scorer, defender, leader, year after year. Chris Paul silences any doubt about his place in this game. This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Hey, they really needed that one. Big time move inside.
Has the ability to score against size, and those were crucial.
Paul against Russell. Outside Booker. Fires the 3. Phoenix no good that time either.
I'll tell you, this has not been his game, and he's making it worse with shot selection like that.
Russell, that's good.
Man, if you're going to be a star, D'Angelo Russell, those are the shots you've got to make.
Third minute of action now gone here in the fourth. Back to Paul. And There's the foul. It's on D'Angelo Russell. That's foul number 2 for him.
And there's just one foul now away from the penalty.
Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
This guy is such an intelligent basketball player who understands how to read defenses and make them react. Go to work, DeAndre Ayton.
That one misses. Minnesota's gone 1 for 3 in the fourth quarter from range. Russell finds Edwards. That falls. Nice assist by Russell. And the Timberwolves lead by 2.
Oh, the young gun, Anthony Edwards with the big-time delivery.
Ball against Russell. Ball passes to Booker. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Towns. Here in the fourth quarter, just under 2.5 gone by. Down low. Ooh, Gobert with a steal. Edwards against Paul. From inside. In deep, Edwards drops it in. Edwards has got 6 here in the quarter.
Anthony Edwards came into the league with a reputation as a scorer. He is starting to hum a little bit right here.
Paul passes to Crowder. Ayton, a screen on Edwards. Looking to win the run. Just 5 to shoot. Back to Booker. Over Edwards. And again, it's the Suns missing.
This has not been his best quarter.
And you know what? They keep calling his number, and they're simply trying to get him out of this funk.
Offensive rebound. Here's Towns. Oh, it's Towns with the finish.
When your stars shine bright in the toughest moments, Towns, the look of a superstar.
Russell against Paul to the left wing. Ayton passes to Booker. Back to Ayton. It's rebounded by Rudy Gobert. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Here's Towns. 19 seconds left in the final quarter. Puts up a 3. The offensive rebound. Here's Rivers. So we see the Timberwolves get the win here. All right, Allie, good stuff there. Thanks for that. And that'll do it, folks.
At goal, 6'3".
Everyone's excited to see these two monster teams battle it out. You know, Greg, whoever comes out on top tonight will have really made a statement to the league.
And, Kevin, no matter what happens, this is a great opportunity for both teams. They say iron sharpens iron. The only way you get better is by facing challenging opponents.
Looking at the starting five for the Phoenix Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot.
This is what I like about Ja Morant. He stays open to all options. Right there, finds the open man.
Here's Paul. He's off on that one. And the Grizzlies going the other way now. Brooks, the pass to Jackson. Back to Brooks. Jackson finds Brooks. Now Adams shoots over Crowder, and Adams gets it to go down. And the assist by Brooks. Adams has got his second bucket of the game to go. And it's Ball with the ball for Phoenix. 4-point game.
And something that gets overlooked is how good of a passer Steven Adams is.
You're totally right, GA. He's gotten much better with his vision. Knows how to find cutters and open guys out of the high post. Plus, he's skilled at throwing those full-court touchdown passes.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
And the second free throw, good. Now, Greg, a disappointing ending to the playoffs last season, certainly for the Phoenix Suns.
Well, came in the top seed in their conference only to make a second-round exit after a grueling Game 7. So this season might be revenge time for this group.
He's a power player. That's a grown man move by Steven Adams.
Here's Paul, and the rejection by Morant. Paul kicks to Ayton. Pass to Crowder. Ball against Morant. Kicks it out to Booker. Just 5 on the clock. Over Bain. They had a number of cracks at it, but came away empty-handed. And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, Kevin, Taylor Jenkins and I shared a few minutes together. He wants his guys to focus on jamming the perimeter shooters. He wants hard closeouts, no room to operate. He knows what this team can do if you give them any space on the outside to shoot. And they're going to be determined not to let that happen. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Devising a strategy to take away that three-point shot. Here's Morant after Mikal Bridges' bucket. Adams outside. From deep three-point range, and it's Morant missing. Suns trail by 3. Paul's shot is off.
Unusual for him, just a lack of concentration. Fails to finish the play.
Charity stripe shot. Now in the scoring column with that bucket. 1 for 2 this game.
Defensively, you want to stop Morant's penetration. He knows that, and he settles for the mid-range pop.
Paul surveying the floor. Booker finds Paul. And a great assist by Booker as that one goes in.
Defensively, a breakdown along the perimeter. Just too slow to rotate.
First quarter of action, just under 3.5 minutes played. Down low, here's Jackson. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Tough to miss that man. Desmond Bain read the defense perfectly.
Paul outside. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. Steven Adams picks one up.
Yeah, the defender all over.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for the Grizzlies.
For me, they made a point to attack inside early in the game, and it's paid off for them. A lot of solid looks in the paint.
And I also like how they've trusted one another with the rock, creating shots by keeping the ball moving.
Now here's Morant. Brooks outside. Here's the three. It's hauled in by the Suns. Paul with the ball. Guarded now by Jackson. The score now all even. Paul's got 7.
It's not enough to be in attack mode. You have to know how to attack. Chris Paul finding the soft spot in that defense.
Now here's Morant. Outside Jackson. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
Every team is looking for that star to lead them to great things. Morant already looks the part.
Good on the second free throw. Phoenix with the ball. They trail by 1. There's 18 seconds left to play in the first. Here's Paul. 7 points in the game. And there's the drive. Crowder finds Paul. And no good. Had a chance to take the lead there. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. It's the... And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. And for Memphis, guys, what jumps out to you stat-wise?
You could see they were well prepared defensively coming into this one.
Yes, what they do, they take away the things that teams like to do offensively, also keeping them out of sync.
Setting the floor for the Suns. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the center position. Clock at 2. No good from Booker.
And he's frustrated. That's a shot he can make in his sleep.
Smitty with Memphis. What do they need right now to make a championship run this season?
Kevin, I think the pieces are all in place. It's a matter of luck on the injury front and staying focused when the pressure's on in the biggest postseason games.
And they get it back.
Tremendous at anticipating when shots are going up. Ayton is outstanding at protecting the rim.
And the rejection by Jackson. Kicks it out to Paul. The 3. Wow, drew the contact, and that 3 almost went in, so he'll go to the line for 3 free throws. That one's on Morant. I've heard it said, Greg, a coach can't give you confidence, but they can take it away. What's the meaning behind that?
Well, players at this level are naturally confident, but when coaches are always critical, it can take you out of your game. Makes you just start to think a little too much on the floor.
Now here's Morant. A three-pointer is right on target. Morant's got 6.
Bread and butter play. Morant and screen and roll. He'll typically make you pay.
The kick out to Crowder. Launches it. Phoenix, no good that time either. Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 to start out the second quarter. Morant dishes to Brooks. Now the pass to Adams. He can't get it to go. Some solid defense from Ayton. Paul passes to Crowder. Kicks it out to Paul. Quarter number 2. We're about 2 minutes in. And it's slammed in by Bridges.
And on the slam, Bridges using the vertical to finish strong before the D can contest.
And here's Morant. He's got 6. Out to Brooks. Outside Jackson. Memphis moving it around. Pass to Bain. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got 4 rebounds in this game.
Young big men, though, often struggle to find consistency, but you look at Ayton's first 4 seasons, the numbers are almost identical year to year.
Now here's Paul. He's got 10. Pass to Booker. And the rejection by Jackson. 2 points on the layup. Morant's got 5 points now in the quarter. And for Ayton, the numbers are impressive indeed, averaging a double-double every season.
And he's got all the tools, next steps, making more plays for others, and they've been working on his shooting range to open up the lane a bit more.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Payne kicks to Brooks. Back to Morant. Off target from outside. And it's Paul with the ball for the Phoenix Suns. They've only allowed 5 points in the quarter. Over to the left wing. Booker in the corner. For 3. Here's Ayton. And even after 2 offensive rebounds, they just can't get the lid off. Brooks outside. To the middle. Here's Jackson. That drops and it comes off an assist from Brooks. And the Grizzlies lead by 3.
A player who's aware of everything around him. Brooks sees the man break open and hits him.
Paul outside. Booker against Payne. Booker in the post. The kick out to Crowder for the 3. Ja Morant grabs the rebound. To the inside. Here's Payne. Back to Morant. Left side, Payne. Here's Adams. Some solid defense from Ayton. And that'll do it for the first half. A competitive game.
18. The Suns, 15.
And in that first half, we saw a pretty tight battle. We'll soon find out what sort of adjustments were discussed during the half. You look at Chris Paul, what a contribution.
And he's shown just how adept he can be at creating contact and then cashing in at the line.
It's a part of his game that he can always tap into. There's an art to it, and he is painting the canvas tonight.
Williams is out there with Green. Then it's Tyus Jones. Then it's Brandon Clark. And it's Conchar into the 2-guard spot. That's the lineup in the game for Memphis. Now here's Green. Following the miss by DeAndre Ayton.
Nice look for Danny Green there, taking charge. You love the leadership he's brought everywhere he's gone.
And first time out of the game called for Phoenix. And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor. Phoenix with the ball. It's a 5-point game.
We saw glimpses of Ja Morant's potential in his first 2 seasons in the league. But year 3, both Ja and Memphis took it to another level.
Now here's Payne. Johnson outside. 5 on the clock. That shot no good. Some solid defense from Clark. Memphis leading by 5. Another level indeed for Ja Morant, his 3rd season Smitty in the NBA. And now he has joined the conversation for MVP.
Kevin, that scoring average well over 25 points per game. Morant is the leader of Memphis. The Grizz finishing in the top 3 of the West. Incredible for a 22-year-old.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Here's Conchar. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. Memphis needs to get off a shot here. No good from Clark. Suns trail by 3. Payne in the post. Working on Jones. Johnson outside. For the tie. Grizzlies with the rebound.
Well, he's got a great stroke. That one almost dropped.
Jones looking for an opening. They kick it out to Green. He feeds it to Clark. Back to Green. Pass to Clark. Craig pulls it in.
He is so good attacking the rim. It's rare to see him denied like that.
Shamet. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
You want your ball handlers to be great free throw shooters, especially at the end of games. Shamet provides that.
And they haven't let points get away from them at the line tonight. That's always something that'll allow the coaching staff to breathe a little easier.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play. Now Payne. No points in the game yet for him. Johnson outside. And the Suns miss again. Memphis leading. Here's Williams. The feed to Clark. Some nice passing there by Memphis. And there's the pass to Concha. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So one free throw coming up.
You got to know this is Clark's skill set at this stage of his career. He takes quality shots when he's inside.
Now here's Shamet. It's not going to go for him. Good D by Jones. And he'll be shooting his first free throw of the game here.
Really can't criticize the work he did at the line a year ago. 82% on the season.
And the Suns call time.
Please give a big round of applause for your Grizzlies youth dance team. Put your hands together for Grizzlies youth dance team. Marshall.
Mind the lanes. Mind the lanes. One shot.
And the Grizzlies leading by 5. Third quarter action and just under 3.5 minutes have gone. Fires from deep. The shot misses. So Phoenix will take it the other way. Payne gets a wide open look. And he stays with it. Craig with it. Now Green defending. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's Johnson. It's Clark with the rebound. Clark's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Kicks it out to Jones. Right wing from the corner. Outside, Green. Passes it to Williams. For Craig. The Grizzlies with another miss. Suns trail by 5.
They need a bucket in a big way here to regain some confidence.
They recover it. And can't hit the shot, but they're saying he got hacked, so he'll head to the free throw line. He'll take his 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the game right here. So Memphis ends up going with the new group. And so he makes both from the line. Memphis leading by 3. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Now here's Morant. He's got 8. And finished off by Morant.
This guy is excited to watch. Morant gets up and dunks it.
And the Suns call time. There's 14 seconds left in the 3rd quarter. Booker outside. Fires for 3. And that one is off. Jumps up. And right as the buzzer sounded, he just dunked it right down. Wow!
For a big man to be that fluid and that coordinated as a runner, it's a huge advantage. Jaren Jackson gets...
And so it's the Memphis Grizzlies heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They're playing a bruising game inside, and it's working for them. Back right after this. And And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth and final quarter. Setting the floor for the Suns. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3.
Really good possession there. They've never lost their focus, even as the game's gotten tight.
With their lead starting to stretch out just a little bit here late, they're in a prime position now to wrap this one up.
Here's Bridges. Back to Booker. In the corner, Crowder with it. Wants to get it to Booker and does. Over Bain. No good from Booker. And here's Morant. He'll bring it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. Booker against Bain. Pass to Morant. A second chance effort. And it's Phoenix with the rebound.
Ooh, the defense gets away with a late rotation. That's a shot he normally makes.
Good.
And great energy from Booker there in the paint. Just working hard to get to his shot.
Memphis leading by 7. Morant finds Bain. Pass to Brooks. Back to Bain. And that'll be 2 free throws. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul.
The previous play is under review.
Make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
Sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
And Crowder stays with it. Crowder's got his first 2 points.
That's a sneaky veteran move. Crowder finding ways to make his presence felt.
And we're around 2 minutes into the fourth quarter here.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
It's often a tough call that can go either way, but I agree with you on that one.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks, Kevin. Well, Coach Taylor Jenkins talked to his team during the break. He said, this is where mistakes can kill us. This is where mistakes can turn this thing completely around. Protect the basketball and make the simple play. In other words, guys, no hero ball right now.
Thank you, David. Morant with it. Out to Brooks. The pass to Adams. Now here's Morant. 4 on the clock. Here he goes. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
Calling for the ball in crucial moments. Morant steps up when it matters most.
Bridges outside. Good, and Paul gets the assist.
Oh, a major factor in those 2021 finals. Bridges growing more and more comfortable in the big moment.
Here's Morant. Bain inside the three-point line. Phoenix grabs the miss. Ayton's got his 8th rebound here tonight. Booker outside. Feeds it to Crowder. Kicks it to Ball. To tie it up. Driving to the basket. Can't capitalize inside. Memphis leading. Brooks dishes to Jackson. And the dunk by Jackson.
The young fella, Jaren Jackson, has showed us the ability to step up and make big shots.
Ball outside. Passes it to Book from downtown. But Grizzlies pull it in. Adams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. Bain passes to Morant. Latrey. Bain, no good. Suns have gone 4 of 8 in this 4th quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Book, count it!
Big-time basket at a big-time moment.
This is why we all watch. The NBA is about these moments.
It's Morant with the drive.
Every team needs a closer in the clutch. Morant proving he's that guy.
Ball outside. There's the drive. Booker looking around. Yes!
And in that situation, everybody knows the ball's going to be in Booker's hands, and he comes up big.
And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
Yeah, you have to do that, though. You can't just let them dribble the game out.
They'll be trying to take as much time off the clock as they can.
Exactly. Expect to see longer possessions from this point on.
And then Morant crams it in.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
So a close game sees Memphis take this one. All right, David, thank you. And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our party.
Called a cyborg for his lack of emotion.
Maybe influenced by his years with Tim Duncan, who also had that poker face. Allie, good stuff. And it's the Suns to start out. Now the opening lineup for the Los Angeles Clippers. Powell and George are out on the wings. Kawhi and Zubats make up the front court. And it's Wall in at the point. Now here's Booker. 6 to shoot. Here's Paul. And the layup is good. This could be a chess match tonight. We have two very smart teams that tend to make great decisions.
And that's the value of experience. You know what you're good at, and you limit your mistakes. It's hard to fool a person who sees it all.
Here's George. The Suns getting their last shot to go. No good from outside. For three, Bridges. Powell pulls it in. Crowder against Leonard. Pass to Zubac. And he drops in the layup off the glass.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. You'll gladly take those.
Now here's Paul. Out to Bridges. Back to Paul. For three, Booker. The Clippers grab the miss.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
What you have to admire about Devin Booker is how much he scores the rock, as well as all the different ways he's able to finish.
Leonard for three. That won't go. Misses his first shot of the game.
He had more than enough room to hit that. Just couldn't make it happen.
It's stolen by Wall. Powell against Booker. The kick out to Wall. And around 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. To the right side. Fires the three. That shot missing. And Phoenix the other way now. And Booker is the guy you can lean on to help shoulder the offensive load, Richard.
Yeah, he's comfortable taking a lot of shots for his team. He's a volume shooter for a reason, because he understands how to score at an efficient clip, too.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 1 of 4 to begin this one. Now, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Five on the clock. Leonard outside. Tipped. Zubac with the steal. The kick out to Wall. Pass to Zubac. And it's slammed in by Zubac.
And being that Wall as a point guard is his responsibility to facilitate. Just a terrific dime right there.
Ball against Wall. Crowder left side. And here's Bridges. It's stolen by Leonard. It's a one-on-one situation. Oh, got a piece of it. And it's out of bounds to the Clippers as the Clippers retain possession.
He had the right idea, just couldn't come up with the swipe.
And deflections, they're a stat that all teams track. They show who is the most active defensively.
Just under 3.5 minutes elapsed here in the first quarter. From deep three-point range. Rebounded by Chris Paul. The Suns trailing. The 2021-22 season felt like a lost one for the Clippers. Kawhi and Paul George both hurt.
So true. I mean, but B.A., those two together, healthy, are scary. A finals-level duo. It kind of shows you how you can plan, build an awesome roster, but injuries can derail it all.
Powell outside. And again, no good by the Clippers. Phoenix has gone 0 for 3 from downtown. The kick out to Paul. George against Bridges. Back to Paul. Shot clock at 6. The Suns need to get off a shot. Good chance here for Crowder. Oh, no good. Had a chance to take the lead. The Clippers have gone only 2 of 6 from the field. Powell finds Zubac. And Ayton pulls it down. Ayton's got a rebound number 5 here tonight. Here's Paul. Gets it to go. That makes him 2 for 3 in this game.
In the paint, Paul always stays nimble. That allows him to make adjustments that needed to beat the D.
Outside Wall. Oh, there's the alley.
Oh, what a pass. Those two read each other really well.
Looks like a play they've definitely run in practice. And here's Paul. Pass to Booker. Shoots over Powell. So the first quarter ends. Tie game and a low-scoring game so far. And back to the start of the second quarter in just a moment.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns youth dance team.
And getting it going again here in the second quarter. Fairly close game so far. And take a look at the Suns' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
Well, it's simple. When you can dominate the boards at both ends, you can control the second chance touches.
And rebounding numbers, sometimes we overlook them, but they can have a big effect on the outcome.
So here are the 5 for the Clippers to start the second. Wall and Powell are the backcourt duo. At small and power forward, it's George and Leonard. And it's Zubats in at the center position.
In general, that's an important shot for Kawhi. When the threes are dropping, it rounds out his entire game.
Pass to Booker. Rebounded by Kawhi Leonard. The Clippers in the lead.
And Kawhi Leonard, one of 3 perimeter players to win back-to-back Defensive Player of the Year awards. It's him, Sidney Moncrief, and a young Dennis Rodman.
Now here's Leonard. He's got 5. From downtown, fires in the triple. Leonard's got 8.
Over the years, man, we've seen Leonard become a knockdown three-point shooter. Got to get out on him now.
Ball against Wall. Paul passes to Booker. Over Powell. Booker no good. And for his career, Kawhi Leonard has more steals than fouls, Greg.
You know, B.A., he and Jimmy Butler, I believe, the only 2 players to achieve that after a decade in the league. A pretty remarkable achievement.
And just about a minute and a half has passed here in the second quarter. Let's go with a 3. And it's Booker again missing.
Oh, man, he can't get anything to fall. You can feel his frustration.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
Now here's Zubats. They lead by 6. That's their biggest margin. George for 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Hayden's got 6 rebounds now in the game. Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Hoop poked away and stolen by Leonard. Powell outside. And there's the drive. No, stopping him there. Jams it in, and he's fouled. An opportunity to 3-point play. That's on Mikal Bridges. All right, guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Clippers. One thing you notice about these Suns, RJ, many of them are considered strong two-way talents.
And that is such a list for your team. Having guys that can get it done on both sides of the floor instead of trying to balance a lineup of just pure specialists.
When you look at Mikal Bridges, he's the quintessential 3-and-D wing, Richard.
With his quick feet and 7'1" wingspan, he can guard 1 through 4. And they call him the Warden for a reason. When he locks people up, he puts them in Mikal jail.
Now here's Paul. Outside Booker. From the arc. Phoenix no good that time either.
He hasn't been able to find his touch this quarter.
Yeah, straight up, guys. Like, he's ice cold, like freezing. What's colder than cold? But you don't have to shoot it, my guy. It's okay to pass the ball.
Leonard, good.
Athletic play by Leonard in the paint. Not letting anything hold him back from his shot.
It's tipped. Booker against Powell. Here's Leonard. Hey, shooting the ball well. He's 5 for 9 in the game.
And you like the balance here. Not just falling in love with the 3-ball.
And almost 4 minutes gone in the second quarter of play. Paul passes to Booker. The 3-pointer off the mark.
It's clear he's totally out of sync. The team needs to rethink its strategy around what to do with him.
Out to Leonard. Up and over Crowder. Shot by Leonard, no good.
Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again. Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Now here's Wall. Well, he hasn't put up any points yet in this one. down low. Here's Leonard. Good work defensively by Crowder.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Paul for three. Here's Ayton. George with the block.
I mean, just a top defender in the NBA. George's wide wingspan and fast, incredible instincts really help him stifle shooters.
That one goes. Count it.
And the defense has no one to blame but themselves. I mean, they just let him get right to the rim.
That's a great possession. Put your best players in a position to succeed.
Sometimes it's simple. Put the ball in the hands of your scorers and let them do what they do best.
Thanks, Allie. After the break, we'll see you right back here to begin quarter number. Well, for those just tuning in, thanks for being with us. Second half of this game still to play. It's been one outstanding game from Kawhi Leonard.
He's been so disruptive defensively in the first half. His fast hands pick plenty of pockets.
Not only does he have solid defensive instincts, he just plays extremely hard. And I know people might not realize this, but that is a skill, and it is very difficult for the opposition. It is a recipe for disaster.
Johnson and Saric at the 4 and the 5. Landry Shamet is out there with Cameron Payne, and it's Craig in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's Saric, and he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. And legacies are defined in the playoffs. Game to game, what's the measure of greatness for a star player in your mind, Grant?
Well, B.A., I think it's all about consistency. The great ones in this league historically bring it every night. They may have a bad game here or there, but for the most part, the energy, the effort, and the consistency is always there.
Now here's Jackson. Pass to Covington. Johnson with the defensive effort.
Even though it wasn't a clear path, he knows that that's a shot he should make more oftentimes than not.
Now Saric. Back to Johnson. Here's Shamet. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. The shot by Johnson, no good. The Clippers in the lead.
Yeah, back in the day when I was playing, the Clippers were always an easy win. Now, L.A. is consistently a playoff team. Boy, oh boy, how times have changed.
Now here's Covington. Batum outside. Out to Covington. There's Jackson with the 3, and Craig pulls it down. And Phoenix shooting just 24% in this one. Not great. And your last year in the league, the 12-13 season, you played for the Clippers.
Yes, I did, and a great team at that. Blake Griffin, CP3, all in their primes. We won the division for the first time in Clippers history. Team record 56 wins. That year was big in the turnaround for L.A.
Now here's Jackson, and the jam by Covington.
Yeah, showcasing his length right there. Now, love watching Covington leap up to finish off alley-oops.
Payne, the pass to Craig. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. The Clippers have gotten 2 of 4 shots to go since the break. Batum, right side. Back to Covington. Fires from deep. It's hauled in by the Suns. Trying to claw their way back into this.
And the best way to do that, minimize your mistakes and take good shots.
Here's Payne. Oh, and he got fouled on his way up. He'll head to the line to shoot 2. On Robert Covington.
Yeah, and you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
Campaign is a perfect example of how beneficial the G League can be, Richard.
Yeah, it gave him a chance to play real minutes, and it kept him sharpening his skill. Then he got to come back into the league better than ever. A true success story.
Now here's Jackson. looking for his first basket still in this one. Kennard outside. Outside Covington. Kennard outside. Fires the three. Hits the trifecta. Kennard's got 5 points now this quarter.
Oh, unselfish basketball from Covington. Now, his teammates appreciate his willingness to hit them when they're open.
Let's check in with our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Well, the league and the world have endured tremendous challenges in recent years. Commissioner Silver said, quote, "We found a way to keep going under very difficult circumstances. They've required enormous diligence. To keep playing throughout the pandemic, we are particularly proud of that." Brian?
Hey, the show must go on. Thanks, Allie.
When he gets a quality look like this at the perimeter, he can almost be automatic.
Outside Craig. The three. Drops in the three. Craig's gotten himself going with a triple. His first basket of the game.
That's how you up the ante. Come right back at him.
Yeah, I love the competitive fire right there. You drain a triple on us, and I'm coming for my revenge.
Now here's Batum. Now Jackson. Banked it in off the glass. And the Clippers lead by 13.
Soft interior D, and they've exploited it.
Now here's Payne. Pass to Šarić. The three is up. Batum pulls it in. The Clippers have gotten 5 of 8 shots to go in the third. Morris, a screen on Craig. Here's Batum. And the three off target. And as we end the third quarter, a double-digit deficit will make it tough to come back. Clippers ahead. They lead by 13. And we'll have the start of the fourth quarter for you as soon as we get back from this short break.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist to the game.
Talk about painting a magnificent picture with that dime. Just a great decision and a perfect delivery.
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. All right, time now to present our New Balance Player of the Game, Kawhi Leonard.
Can you say vintage? Wow, this was a vintage performance. I mean, so much of the game is about the three ball today, but his focus was going hard into the paint and doing damage from inside.
Wow, did this game really turn out to be his show? A commanding performance like that makes for a sweet victory, especially on the road. A moment to hear from Allie LaForce.
I was able to listen in on what Monty Williams was going over with his team. He let his guys know that he needs more from them to close this deficit. He said, quote, "We have to get something started. I know we're behind, but you are capable of taking this game if you still want it."
Great work, Allie. Thanks. So, on the floor for the Clippers. Kawhi and Zubac make up the front court. Al and George are out on the wings. And it's Wall in at the 1. Now here's Wall. Pass to Powell. Back to Wall. Zubac with it. The kick out to Wall. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. This gives them an opportunity to get within 10. Paul against Wall. Paul passes to Booker. Yes, and it's Paul with the assist that time.
Just bouncing off of contact. Booker putting in work in that weight room.
Outside Wall to the paint. Leonard can't get it to go. The Suns have gone 2 of 3 to open the fourth quarter. Right side Paul. Bridges, a screen on Wall. Pass to Crowder. Bridges outside. Another three for Phoenix.
They're making smart adjustments, setting guys up for success.
But it took them a little while to get there. Just goes to show, as long as you persevere, you'll figure your way out.
Now here's Wall. Here's Leonard. Oh, he can't stop the run as that misses. Seems like this offense is being executed the way it was designed.
Yeah, I'm sure Coach couldn't be happier with the results. This has been fun to watch. I mean, they've managed to go on a run just when it looked like this might be over.
A touch under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Paul against Wall. Leonard left side. There's the drive. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Ayton's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Outside Paul. Pass to Ayton.
2 minutes remaining in the game.
Outside Paul. Outside Booker. They'll tie it up. They get the rebound. Here's Ayton. Oh, and the jam by Ayton.
Wow, we've seen Ayton step up in big moments, in big games, and deliver.
Up top Wall. He's guarded by Paul. And there's the foul. It's on DeAndre Ayton. That's his first foul of the game. Here's Wall. And he's going for the lob. Stolen by Ayton.
Oh, that's some pesky defense. Should have thought twice before attempting that pass.
Bridges misses.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
Wall against Paul. To stop the drought. And George with the jam.
This dude is nails in the clutch. You want your best shot at winning at the end, give the ball to PG.
Paul with it. Pass to Booker. Clock at 6. Oh, wow! A huge basket to tie the game!
He wants the ball, has a flair for the dramatic, unfazed in big situations.
Now here's Wall. Second shot opportunity. Shot by Leonard, no good. Important possession here.
Yeah, we'll see how they execute under pressure.
And here's Booker. To take the lead. Oh, he buries it from outside.
Great to see guys who don't back down under pressure.
He knew what they needed here and was determined to deliver.
That's right. PG shows these fools what's up.
11 seconds left to play in the fourth quarter. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those, so they get into the penalty.
Getting a little desperate at this stage. I mean, the clock's the big factor.
Paul for 3. Doesn't go for him. And a deep 3 from Leonard. Oh, the all-or-nothing shot attempt falls offline. So a close game sees Phoenix taking this one.
Let's meet the visiting team, Minnesota Timberwolves. At small forward. Let's meet the starters for you.
It's a battle of the bigs. Two fantastic centers, Clark, in this matchup tonight. Some throwback basketball.
Well, you know, there was a time, Kevin, when centers dominated the league. And as you said, tonight we're going to throw it back to those days.
And the starting lineup for the Timberwolves. Underneath in the post, Towns and Gobert. Out on the perimeter, Edwards and Anderson. And it's Russell in at the point guard position.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
Yeah, yeah, completely a brain fade. I don't know where that came from. Just lost sense of time and the situation.
Now here's Paul. Anthony Edwards unable to get his last shot to go in. Back to Paul. Some nice ball movement here by the Suns. No coverage that time.
What fun would it be to play with a guy like CP3? I mean, if you get open, he's finding you, and his leadership skills are unquestioned. That guy would be a joy to play with. Oh, doctor. Oh, my goodness. Anthony Edwards throwing it down with force. Get this guy in the dunk contest.
The Timberwolves secured a spot in the playoffs last season, Greg, and we enjoyed it after they got that emotional win in the play-in game in the Twin Cities over the Clippers. What a night.
And Kevin, you could tell it meant a lot to the players. This is a team that has struggled for so long. And by getting to the playoffs, this is a step in the right direction.
The Suns shooting their first free throws of this.
The leadership Paul provides both on and off the floor is extremely important, very valuable to any team. He's really about trying to make his teammates better, and that serves everybody well.
Now here's Edwards. And finished off by Edwards.
That is not possible. What we just, is that possible?
I think it is, Greg. Not probable, but like possible, like you said.
He's one of the few players in the NBA who can pull something like that off.
Phoenix with the ball. After the basket by Minnesota. And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks. I caught up with Chris Finch. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get. Let their big men go to work.
All right, David, thanks. Here's Paul. After the made shot from Karl Anthony Towns. Booker in the corner. On the wing, Bridges. That one a little long. The Timberwolves have gone 3 of 5 shooting the ball so far. No one near Edwards as he lets it fly. Off target with his 3.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
And Chris Paul the bucket on the assist for Bridges.
The ball control that Chris Paul has is fantastic. I mean, those dribble moves, and he's got a bunch of them, look effortless.
Rivers, he's checked in for Minnesota.
Austin Rivers.
That'll be a 5-second call.
Violation. Minnesota ball.
Outside, Russell. He feeds it to Gobert. Good, and the assist goes to Russell.
Boy, the former second overall pick has really worked on his passing. That was an outstanding find by Russell.
D'Angelo Russell, the second overall pick in 2015.
Yeah, pretty interesting too, Kevin, that the Lakers traded him after just his second season. It was basically a salary dump. It wasn't about talent because he's got plenty of that, but he was young when he came into the league. He had a reset at age 21 and then went on to rebuild his stock in Brooklyn, making an all-star game there. And by doing that, showed everybody that he could start over.
They get it back. Gobert. And finished off by Gobert.
He knows his job. Gobert is there to own the glass and cash in on as many second chance opportunities as he can.
Now here's Paul. 6 points for him. And the rejection by Towns. Outside Edwards. shoots the three, and the three ball is good. Edwards got 7.
You know, Edwards is still tweaking his three-point shot, but it sure looked good there.
Ball against Russell. Ayton trying to break free. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. The Suns shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And they had a lot of success a season ago as a team, hitting about 80% of their free throw.
You know, something you can point to when you're talking about their areas of success last season, free throw shooting.
Now, here is Russell. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And Phoenix pushing it up now. Paul with the ball. The feed now to Ayton. And Ayton throws it down.
And it's the way Ayton uses his body inside. It's what allows him to get so close to the basket.
Bridges against Edwards. Gobert trying to get open, and it's Ayton with the rebound. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Phoenix Suns. Rivers against Booker. Gobert with the block.
And that's why you want Gobert on the floor. He's as good defensively as any big you will ever see.
The Suns have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Crowder against Towns. Outside Crowder. Big-time effort for Chris Paul, providing a lot of energy for Phoenix. He notched 8 points in the quarter and has that terrific basketball instinct on display. We come back right after this.
Fans, please give a big round of applause for your Suns Youth Dance Team.
And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And from what we've seen, guys, from Phoenix, what do you guys see?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Boy, I like the aggressive nature they're playing with here. Not playing soft at all. They're going right at them.
Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up and forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. Shot clock at 3. Here's Booker. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Minnesota shooting 43% from the field. Baseline try. It's hauled in by the Suns. Bridges left side. Ayton dishes to Bridges. Booker against Edwards. Second chance shot. And again, it's the Suns missing.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Inside, here's Towns, and the dunk by Towns.
And we've seen several lead changes tonight. Neither team giving an inch.
Yeah, and the lead has changed hands, and it just hasn't stayed in those hands very long when it's changed. Back and forth we go.
Now here's Crowder. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. That one falls. And different games, different official. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
It's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Now Paul, after D'Angelo Russell's three-pointer that didn't go. And the dunk by Booker.
And there he goes, Booker, showing off the vert.
And here in the second, 2 minutes gone by. It's Rivers on the wing. Out to Edwards. Plays it up and banks it in. Edwards got it all tied up now for Minnesota.
A composed and cool effort from Edwards inside. Not rushing himself or forcing a bad shot. Taking what's available.
Ball against Russell. The kick out to Crowder. Jacks up a 3. Another 3 for Phoenix.
And I've been impressed with the unselfishness, but also giving guys the ball where they can do something with it.
He is delivering a lot of room service times tonight. One sweet one after another.
And here's Towns after the three-pointer from Jay Crowder.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Passes it to Bridges. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Jordan McLaughlin's checked in for Russell.
Substitution, Jordan McLaughlin.
Timberwolves trail by 3. Hey, guys, how about the dominant young career Karl Anthony Towns has had?
Very few can dominate like he can, Kevin. Towns is a monster. I mean, averaging a double-double every year of his career so far. So valuable in what he brings to the table.
Now here's Towns, and stolen by Booker. And now Crowder running the floor all by himself.
And with a good feel for the game, Booker sensed the right time to go for that steal.
From the arc. That one's not going to go. And Phoenix the other way now. Here's Paul, and the rejection by Towns. Rivers gets a wide open look. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
And guys, not sure where his head was on that shot. Not what this offense was designed to create.
Not at all. I mean, that's where they want him looking for a teammate, not trying to do it on his own. He needs to share the wealth there.
A sensational block that definitely deserves another look.
And guys, they'll think twice about attempting that shot again. That was a big-time rejection.
Here's Paul. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. Booker with this screen for Paul. 6 on the shot clock. And Booker kicks to Crowder.
And you see how Towns affects the shot. I mean, has the length, tenacity, and timing of a top-shelf defender.
Suns leading by 5. To the paint, stolen by Rivers. Towns, high post. Back to Gobert. And a lot of contact on that one. And yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
Shooting for Minnesota.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make,
for 2.
The previous play is under review.
the action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people.
After the review, the ruling on the floor is overturned.
And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's McLaughlin. He's still scoreless so far in this one. Rivers finds Towns. Hits it from 3-point range.
A good play ending with the right player. Big Cat, one of the best shooters we've ever seen at the center position.
Here's Paul. 8 points for him. Kicks it out to Booker. From deep. Minnesota with the rebound. Now Rivers. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly
Your Suns, 22. The Timberwolves, 20.
And we're halfway through this one. Plenty of basketball left in a game that's been fairly even so far. Edwards with a strong contribution so far in this one.
And how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column? Through 2 quarters, he has been terrific.
And you know what? They've come at him a few different ways defensively, and nothing has slowed him down.
So on the floor for Minnesota, we've got D'Angelo Russell. McDaniels is out there with Reed. Then it's Taurean Prince. And it's Noel in at the 2-guard position. Count that bucket. Saric has got the first points to start out the 3rd quarter for the Suns.
Saric knows he has the touch needed to capitalize inside.
And it's Russell missing.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
And he's got to find other ways to contribute then, because his shot making is not happening right now.
Back to Prince. Timberwolves passing it around. A nice shot by McDaniel.
Well, that's good work by Prince there, spotting the open man and then putting the ball on target on time right in the shooting pocket.
Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Russell. Stolen away. Here's Noel. And again, Minnesota with the triple. Guys, what a back-and-forth game this has been.
And that's already resulted in 7 lead changes.
Now here's Payne. Defense right on him. The pass to Craig. To Payne. And it's Russell with the rebound.
And typically he has the touch to finish when he's in tight, but not sure on that possession.
Prince. It's hauled in by the Suns. Craig with it. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Second shot opportunity. And it's Payne in the corner. Johnson outside. Shot clock at 6. From 6 away. A putback. Saric on the follow. Saric has got the game tied up here for the Suns.
Really like how Saric uses his size and length to get after the offensive glass. Very good at crashing the board.
Here's Noel. And the shot goes in. Noel's got 5 now.
And that's what he does. I mean, he is a bucket getter.
Johnson with a screen on Russell. Payne kicks to Johnson. Lays it up off the glass.
Yeah, the D has not been able to keep the ball out of the paint at that end of the floor.
Outside, Russell. Pass to McDaniels. Back to Russell.
2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Reed. Over Payne. Reed misses. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. Here's Shamet. Reed with the block. The Suns have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4.
Shamet taking 2 shots.
The first one falls. And so he hits both.
Making it look effortless. Send this guy to the stripe. He's going to cash in more than not.
Russell looking around. Off the mark there with the three-point shot. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Phoenix Suns. The lead is 2. Rebounded by the Timberwolves. We've gone about 3.5 minutes into the third now. Out to Russell. Takes the 3. Saric grabs the board. Saric has got 4 rebounds in this game. The Suns shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. Always good to get another look at a terrific defensive play.
You know, that's about as good a defensive play as you're going to see. Instant reaction to get a hand on the shot. Beautifully done.
1:04 left to play in the third. Now here's Payne. He's guarded by Russell.
Blocking foul called on.
Let's quickly check out the scoring breakdown here for the Suns.
You know, all game long, they've imposed their will on the interior, scoring a lot of points in the painted area.
And during this game, they sliced the D apart by just attacking the rim, flat out dominating them inside.
They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
Out to the wing. Here's Noel. Offline with his 3. They can trade 2 for 1 here.
Would be the right move, I believe, right now.
Reed with it. Now guarded by Saric. A shot by McDaniels. No good. Phoenix leading by 3. About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Johnson kicks to Shamet. Phoenix no good that time either. Minnesota's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Outside Russell. Here's McDaniels. Off the left rim and out.
You know, the fact is he's not a lock from there, but he was open enough to where he should have hit that shot.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Suns lead by 3. 10 time.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And while we can now, let's take a look at today's State Farm assist of the game.
It's just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery.
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. Paul and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3 spot. That's who's out there for Phoenix. And the shot's good from Crowder.
And, you know, Paul is a certain Hall of Famer as a dime dropper, a dynamite playmaker who continues to wow us with his passing ability.
Towns for 3. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Paul looking over the floor. Bridges sets the screen for Paul. Kicks to Bridges. Nice ball movement by Phoenix. No good from Booker. Timberwolves trail by 5. Here's Edwards. And it's Phoenix with the rebound. Crowder's got his 4th rebound in this one. It's stolen by Gobert. For 3, Edwards. And it's Devin Booker with the rebound. Booker's got rebound number 5 here tonight. Bridges passes to Crowder. And Crowder brings it in.
Not a ball stopper on the wing. Bridges with the help.
Russell kicks to Towns. Inside. Here's Gobert. The bucket is good. He'll have a chance for one more. That one on 8.
And you want him taking big shots for you in big moments. That one was as easy as it gets.
Well, you don't want to give him any open shots at this stage. Never mind a layup. Come on now. My goodness.
Paul against Russell. Paul passes to Booker. Lock at 6. Feeds to Ayton. Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a 3-point play chance for him.
Just such strength on these finishes. When you foul Ayton, you really have to hit him to prevent the basket. Well, many thought the Suns would let Ayton walk as a restricted free agent, but they had no hesitation matching the offer to bring him back. It looks like he'll be a Sun for the foreseeable future.
And the dunk by Booker.
And really the story of this second half, one team getting the shots they want, the other not so much.
And that's why you have such a huge gap in the shooting numbers between the teams.
Just over 2.5 minutes played now here in the final quarter of regulation. Bridges passes to Booker. It's stolen by Edwards. 3-pointer. And it's Towns penetrating. And good that time.
Well, I don't think I've ever seen a lack of effort from Towns on the glass. He is a glass eater and keeps possessions alive for his team.
Russell against Paul. 1:46 left in the 4th quarter. Bridges, no one around him. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Paul's got 6 assists now in the game. Outside, Russell. He dishes it to Towns. And there's the foul on Jay Crowder. That's his first foul.
Second team foul.
And the Timberwolves with possession here. 9-point game. Here's Russell. Banked in off the glass.
Well, I think the more Russell looks to score from there, guys, the more dangerous he becomes.
Phoenix has gone 1 of 2 from 3-point range here in the 4th. to Booker. Six to shoot. There's the three. He can't get that one to fall. And Minnesota will come the other way.
This is a do-or-die possession. They have got to get points.
It really does come down to this. I mean, come up empty, and it's over.
Drains it from beyond the arc. Booker's got the lead up to 10 now for Phoenix.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
The real come at us, and we're coming right back at you.
A little back and forth from long range. I love it. That's a terrific answer there.
Booker against Edwards. Booker outside. Tried to come right back with the three of his own, but it's no good. And it's Anderson with the ball for the Timberwolves. They trail by 7. Edwards can't hit. Bridges outside. So it's Phoenix picking up the win. It was up for grabs right until the final seconds.
Yeah, and for me,
Greg, when you look at these rosters, both teams have lots of quality players and very deep benches.
And with the pace we see in games, it really helps to have more legs to run. Each of these coaches have a lot of options, so it'll be interesting to see how they play the matchups.
And the starting group for the Grizzlies. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bane. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. And it's Brooks in its small forward. Bane, no good.
And even against defense as tight as that, you almost expect him to still bury those.
Booker, no good. And the Grizzlies with possession. Time now to turn to our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David.
Thank you, Kevin. Well, a bit ago, Taylor Jenkins and I were able to chat. He said a primary concern is to prevent those easy three-point looks from outside. He said closing out hard on the shooters is going to be the key. If they don't bother the shooters, he said, it's going to be a very long 4 quarters. Back to you, Kevin.
All right, David, thank you. Obviously, the 3 ball is a big concern for any defense. And here's Morant after Devin Booker getting his shot to go from deep. Morant dishes to Adams and taken away by Paul. Bridges, no one around him. Another 3 for Phoenix.
As a distributor, Paul is just a machine. He's constantly creating for his guys.
Morant looking around. Outside, Bane. And again, it's the Grizzlies from deep.
Mano y mano. This is where it can get a little personal.
Sometimes it's a matter of pride, answering back with a 3 of his own.
Now here's Paul. Booker outside. Over Bane. Booker, no good.
You expect him to make that, especially from that distance.
Jackson finds Brooks. No good on the shot. Bridges with some nice defense. Phoenix has gone 2 or 3 from deep so far in this game. Booker outside. Fires the 3. Another miss for him. Now shooting 1 for 4 from the floor. And finished off by Morant.
Keep track of Ja, especially when he's in transition. He shows you right there.
Ball left side, going inside, and it's good. 2 points.
And once he got to the 10, I think he was surprised to find himself that wide open.
Wow, that's a defensive breakdown. Can't do that against good scores.
Now here's Morant. And they double up Morant. Just 5 to shoot. Brooks the best to Adams. Can't hit that one. And Phoenix the other way now. Bridges outside. Over Brooks to the inside. And it's Desmond Bane with the foul. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. First team foul.
Ball against Morant. Paul pitch to Ayton. In the corner, Crowder with it. Paul outside. Shot clock at 5. There's the triple.
With long arms and great footwork, Ja Morant is a constant threat to your shot.
Out to Brooks. Puts up a 3. And it's Ayton with the rebound. For Phoenix, they've gone 3 of 7 from the field since we've gotten underway. 1:11 left here in the first quarter. Here's Booker. Driving inside. And the dunk by Booker.
And the intelligence. Love watching Booker operate in these situations. His decision-making has really improved over the years.
Now here's Morant. And a missed layup.
Offensively, that's how you want to end the possession, except for the result. This is what we talk about, valuing each possession, avoiding those kinds of mistakes.
Memphis trailing here. And Morant throws it down.
Not one to shy away from physicality. Ja Morant just goes about his business.
Here's Paul. There's the pass to Ayton. Back to Paul. Feeds it to Ayton. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. Steven Adams picks one up.
An absolute beast inside. Love how Ayton uses his size to draw these fouls.
Ayton hits them both. And so it's Memphis with it. Trailing by 2. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Ball against Morant. Clock at 6. And stolen by Ayton. And now the Suns a fast break. 3-pointer, Crowder, and no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Suns.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns youth dance team.
And close game underway so far. We'll see if either of these teams can jump out in the second quarter. And taking a look at the Suns' performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Throughout that first, they just were aggressive on the defensive end, showing active hands.
And they took advantage of some careless ball handling, some careless passing. You have to be more careful around these guys.
Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Up it forward, they'll have Bridges and Crowder. And it's Ayton in at the 5, roaming the paint. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. Here's Morant. Devin Booker picking up that last basket. Morant with it. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Morant's got 6.
It breaks down your defense when Ja Morant gets in the lane. You want to force him outside.
All up top, guarded by Morant. Here's Booker. Here's Ayton. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
A towering presence on the offensive glass. Ayton uses his height well to keep possessions alive.
Now Morant. He has 6. Here's Bane. Out to Morant from outside the arc, and he's good on the three ball. Morant's got 5 points in the quarter.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
And we're a little over a minute and a half into the second quarter of action. For three, Booker tries again. Here's Ayton, a shake and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
And at 7'1" and 250 pounds, Ayton is a handful. Not easy trying to guard him without fouling.
You look at the current stars in the league, Steve, and team compositions, it seems like the big man is truly back. Is it because he can do more things than just play down low?
Definitely, Kevin. They can dominate with their size, with rebounding and manning the paint offensively and defensively. But then now you have guys that can get out, start the break, finish the break, and knock down threes.
His first shot coming late. Again, Memphis.
Don't underestimate Jackson's ability to stretch the floor. He understands what spacing can do for a team.
And a little under 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second quarter. Paul kicks to Booker. A three ball. Buries the long-range jumper. Booker's got 10 points in the game.
And he's got plenty of range and the confidence to match. Booker believes he's going to hit every three he takes.
Morant outside. And he goes big with the dunk right over DeAndre Ayton.
As creative as they come, Ja Morant has a style that's specifically his.
In the first half, 2 minutes.
We've got 1:55 left here in the second. Booker outside from deep. And a great assist by Paul as that one goes in. Booker's got the lead up to 4 now for the Suns. Morant outside. And Morant throws it down.
Elite ball handler who can hit from every spot on the floor. Morant lighting them up tonight.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Pass to Booker. Crowder the screen. Again, the miss by Booker.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Out to Morant. To the middle. Bridges with the steal. And Paul with a clear path to the hoop. Crowder inside. Guarded by Jackson. Here's Paul. That's in. He's got 2 made now, and he's shooting 2 for 3.
Agile move by CP3. Navigating the contact and getting his shot.
Now here's Morant. He's got 13. Jackson. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Clearly a foul.
The Grizzlies shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game.
Definitely an area where they can improve. Only 73% as a team from the line last year.
And for the teams that were looking to draft Jaren Jackson Jr., what they saw was a true modern-day center who could defend 1 through 5.
Now here's Paul. There's 21 seconds left in the first half of basketball. In the corner, it's Bridges. No good from outside. And stolen by Ayton. No good with the layup. And so it's Devin Booker making highlights for
Your Suns, 25. The Grizzlies, 23.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You gotta like what Devin Booker is doing in this one.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
I think both sides probably adjusted a few things. The key for him is to bring the same level of energy over these last 2 quarters.
Kicking off the second half, here's Taylor Jenkins' 5. Adams is the pivot for him with Jackson Jr. at the 4. In at the guard spots, Morant and Bain. And it's Brooks in at the 3 slot. Morant passes to Brooks. Outside, Bain, 5 to shoot. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. The shot's good from Paul.
And at this stage in Chris Paul's career, he relies on experience as much as athleticism in transition.
About 1 minute played here in the second half. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. Folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Post-game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
2 shots.
And this is the time now where the officials can review
The previous play is under review.
the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the
ruling on the floor is confirmed.
players are moving and how fast the action really is and how hard it can be sometimes, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
The upside Ja Morant has is exciting. An explosive young talent with an outstanding work ethic.
Paul kicks to Booker. 6 on the shot clock. They get it again. Ayton. The layup missed. And it's Jackson with the ball, bringing it up for the Memphis Grizzlies. It's a 3-point game. Pass to Morant. Turnaround Jay. Here's Adams, and Adams with the slam.
Can't teach size and strength. Once Adams gets position, you're not rooting him out of there.
Timeout called the Suns. As the teams head into this timeout, a chance for the coaches now to map out some plays for the next few minutes and a chance for the players to rehydrate with some Gatorade. It's important if they want to make sure they don't wear down later in the game.
Absolutely. Over the course of a game, you have to stay hydrated.
And the Suns with a completely new group on the floor.
Yeah, just nice strength there and then just off with the shot.
The Suns shooting their 5th and 6th free throws of the game. That free throw, no good.
Payne taking 2 shots.
He hits the 2nd from the line. The Grizzlies have gone 1 of 3 since starting the second half. Outside, Jones. Down low. Here's Clark. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. It's going to be on charge.
Tough task trying to corral Clark there, especially when he's looking to score.
2nd free throw, no good. The Suns leading. Payne dishes to Johnson. Back to Payne. He kicks it to Johnson. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
First personal foul.
And really the defense fouling there to prevent the layup, but that's exactly what you need to do.
So Johnson hits 2 of them.
Money from the stripe. He does a great job night in and night out.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Conchar. And that comes off the assist by Jones. Conchar's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. And here's Payne. It's Clark with the rebound. Jones against Craig. Green passes to Jones. 1:56 left in the third quarter of the game. Shot clock at 6. Back to Williams. Williams with the stuff.
And he can time his passes so perfectly. Wow, what an assist.
Suns trailing. Here's Payne. And the layup's good off the glass. Guys, close one here. No team getting a huge advantage.
Yeah, tooth and nail fight so far, guys. These sides match up really well.
Now here's Jones. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. Here's Crenshaw. George grabs the board.
And he's a good shooter from outside, but not sure from that game.
You know, we're seeing players move further and further back to create space, but that does make it a tougher shot.
Memphis has gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. That's good from Williams on the assist by Clark. Williams has got 4 this quarter.
And guys, we talk all the time about making the extra pass. Clark there proving how important that concept is.
Now here's Payne. Johnson outside. Can't connect from long distance. Memphis leading. Here's Williams. Shoots over Payne. Outside. Jones to the wing right side. Now the dish to Williams. Kicks it out to Jones. Takes a 3. Connects from three-point range.
Beautiful ball movement. Drawing kick. The defense can't catch up.
Timeout called. The Suns. And Phoenix with a whole new group on the floor.
That's right, Suns fans. Time to make some noise.
We've got 22 seconds left to play here in the third.
That was your song, Andrew.
Ball looking over the floor.
Get loud for that once again.
Passes to Booker. Three-pointer. Headshot off. And that's going to do it for the third quarter. Grizzlies out in front as they end.
Ladies and gentlemen, your Suns.
And a chance right now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And I'm glad this was the pick because I love this pass. Such a great dish. That's what I call court dish.
Yeah, you also have the location of the pass. Puts it right where it needs to be, where his man can do something with it.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Ball and Booker, the talented backcourt pair. Ayton is the pivot, and Crowder slides in at the 4. And it's Bridges in at the 3. So that's the lineup on the floor for the Suns. And it's Memphis on the break. Williams is running.
And what started it all, terrific anticipation on the defensive end.
Most teams now are looking to play with pace. No better way to ignite the break than off a turnover.
And the foul called on Tyus Jones.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul.
First team foul.
So Memphis ends up going with the new group.
On the court.
Ball outside. Ayton in the corner. Back to Paul. Just 5 to shoot. And the rejection by Jackson. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
Memphis ball.
About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. Morant, the bounce pass. And Adams kicks to Jackson. Adams, the pass to Jackson. 6 to shoot. The 3. It's hauled in by the Suns. Crowder with it. Guarded now by Jackson. Paul for 3. It's rebounded by Memphis. Jackson's got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. And a wide open look for Payne. Good. And the nice assist from Morant.
3-point field goal.
Morant's got 3 assists now in this one.
Timeout.
Phoenix calls timeout.
Here we go, man. Make some noise for your Suns.
And while we've got a moment, let's send it over to our terrific reporter, David Aldridge. David?
Hey, guys, I had a chance to listen to what Monty Williams discussed with his players. He said Do you want this game? Don't tell me about it. Show me and show your teammates. We've got to play better, and we've got to play harder if we're going to come back.
Thanks so much, David. And here's Booker after the three-pointer from Desmond Bain. And the shot is good. The Grizzly lead has been cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Devin Booker. Morant with it. Brooks outside. He feeds it to Jackson. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. And the Grizzlies lead by 8.
He can beat you from the outside and the inside. Jaren Jackson's versatility and his skill set is a huge asset for this team.
Now here's Paul. Booker with the screen for Paul. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Personal foul.
That one's on Morant.
Smart move by Chris Paul, shooting right into the defender to win a trip to the line.
Both free throws good from Paul.
The lead's not looking as comfortable after those free throws. Nice job.
Now Morant. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. Brooks against Bridges.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
Brooks kicks to Jackson. No good on the triple. Suns trail by 6. Booker looking around. The kick out to Crowder. Paul outside. Booker with the screen for Paul. Ayton in the corner. Bridges against Jackson. Booker with a deep 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great team. And the Grizzlies leading by 6. 1:24 left in the game. Morant passes to Bain. Morant kicks to Bain. Now the feed to Adams. Back to Bain. Puts it up from 15. And it's Morant missing. And so it's Paul bringing it up for the Suns. They belong to 7 points here in the fourth quarter. 52 seconds left in the fourth quarter. Here's Booker. Got it. And now they trail by just 4.
How about the focus from Booker? I mean, refusing to let anything stop him from getting that basket.
Now here's Morant. Out to Brooks. Outside Jackson. Some nice passing there by Memphis. Now here's Morant for 3. A new 14 for the Grizzlies.
Steven Adams.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Now here's Booker. And that one is clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It goes on Dylan Brooks.
An accurate shooter from all areas of the floor. Booker has the confidence needed to dominate on offense.
Both free throws good from Booker. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
And so they choose to intentionally foul.
Chris Paul. Second personal foul. Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that puts them up by 5.
Memphis. Ja Morant.
And so both free throws are good. And it's a 6-point ball game.
Big moment at the line. As poised as you get, this thing is done.
With 3, Booker trifecta.
And in that situation, everybody knows the ball's going to be in Booker's hands.
close game sees Memphis take this one. This